tactile supports, I found these to be just wonderful ways to support children in being more connected to their bodies, and tools to help children understand also supporting with alignment. So if you're a typical yoga teacher, I want to give an example of perhaps you're teaching Tadasana and you say reach the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. If you think about children with autism or children who are very direct and concrete, this type of languaging or cueing is not going to make sense to them. So having it make sense to them in more of a physical way or more of a tactile way. And you'll notice in the practice video later on, there's an example of a boy standing in mountain pose with a beanbag on his head. And the cue is to press the beanbag up towards the ceiling with his head. So this gives that proprioceptive feedback, but also gives that tactile cue to help lengthen the spine a bit more and to create a bit more space, but it's very direct and concrete. Using blocks as tactile cues. Again, in the video that you'll see, the practice video, you'll notice that there's a block between the feet of Cayenne, who is in the video, and this is to support connection to the feet, but also to support with alignment. So if you have a child whose feet are sort of pointed outward and you want them to have the feet pointed forward, this gives a nice tactile cue. Using blankets and pillows, so you'll notice in the video that we place a blanket on the belly. This gives that tactile cue or that connection to the belly and more of that proprioceptive feedback, which we're going to talk about a bit more. Using Beanie Babies is a wonderful way to get children to enjoy the practice and to also connect to their bodies. And we'll be exploring this a bit later on in future webinars. And then eye pillows give a nice tactile feedback to the eyes, and you want very, very light eye pillows. You don't want heavy eye pillows, but they give feedback to the eye sockets and also a little pressure on the forehead to support with tapping more into that parasympathetic response of the nervous system.